Good morning, students. Today we are going to continue with our topic coordination in plants. Earlier we have discussed that plants, although they do not have any nervous system or muscles or any other specific organ for coordination, but still they show response towards the stimulus, and that response may be dependent on growth or may be independent of growth. And in this context, we have discussed about growth independent movement, which is shown by or clearly shown by a plant known as touch me not plant or Mimosa pudica, which shows movement on touch as it fold up and droop up its leaves. And do you know how it happens? Because plant cells change shape by changing the amount of water in them, which results in swelling or shrinking. That's how the leaves of that plant fold up or get droop. Droop means सूखकर मुड़ जाना, and which results in changing of the shape of the plant, and which can be seen as the movement of the plant. So this is the kind of movement which is growth independent. And now we are going to discuss about movement due to growth. As we all know, growth is the very important factor for any living organism, and plants also show growth. Plants also show movement due to growth. The most common example of movement of growth in plants is tendrils. Tendrils. Do you know what are tendrils? Tendrils, these are the soft stems which can easily be like folded or can be broken down. So tendrils, they are sensitive to touch. Whenever they come in contact with some object, the part of tendril away from the object will grow fast compared to the part of tendril which is in contact with the object. So this is a kind of directional movement. This is a kind of movement which is done by the plant for their growth, and this shows like plant is moving around. So tendrils, they show movement due to the growth, and this is an example of directional movement. And these directional movements, they are also known as tropic movements. These kind of movements are also known as tropic movements. These directional movements are known as tropic movements. These are the movements which are carried out by plants for their growth. So there are different types of these directional movements, namely phototropism, geotropism, hydrotropism, and chemotropism. Photo, as we all know, photo means light. So the movement of plant towards the light or away from the light, that is phototropism. Geotropism, the movement of plant upward or downward in response to the gravity, is known as geotropism. Hydrotropism, again hydro means water, so the movement of water away or towards the water, that is hydrotropism. Similarly, chemotropism, the movement of plant due to some chemicals. So these are the different types of movement which are carried out by plant in response to the growth. So basically these are the kind of movements which are done by the plants for their growth, for their increase in length or in size or width. Okay, so we'll discuss them one by one. First of all, phototropism. Look at the figure 7.5. This figure is showing experiment to indicate phototropism. As I told you, photo means light. So the movement of plant towards the light is known as phototropism. So this is a very simple activity in which What you have done, you have placed a potted plant inside a dark room but just beside the window. And as soon as you keep the plant near the window, as soon as the sunlight enters into the room, you will be observing that after few days or after 2-3 days the plant will be seen bent towards the light source. यानी आपने जिस विंडो के पास प्लांट रखा था, पॉटेड प्लांट, वो आपको जहाँ से लाइट आ रही है उस तरफ आपको बेंड, झुका हुआ नज़र आएगा. डू यू नो हाउ इट हैपन्स? दिस इज अगेन शोइंग growth due to the movement of the plant towards the light, which is known as phototropism. So how it happens? It occurs again just because of the movement of the plant towards the stimulus. And do you know what is the stimulus here? Yes, sunlight. It will act as the stimulus for the plant to grow towards it. Okay? Now look at the figure 7.6. This plant is showing geotropism. Now you can look at here. There is again a potted plant. It is lying down. So you can see here clearly the shoots. They are negatively geotropic. That means they are growing upwards. They are growing opposite to the gravity. So downwards will be the force of gravity. As the shoots are going upwards, that means they are going opposite to the force of gravity. So we will call it as negatively geotropic. But look at the roots. These are going towards the gravity. So we will call the movement of roots or the growth of roots as positively geotropic. So geo means again gravity and tropic means movement. So the movement which is towards the gravity, that is positively geotropism, and the movement which is opposite to the force of gravity, that is negatively geotropic. Okay? Similarly, hydrotropism, that is the movement of plant due to water. As we all know, water is absorbed through the roots. So the roots, they always move towards the water. So that is hydrotropism. There is one example for hydrotropism, a very common one. You must have prepared sprouts. You must have seen, like if you place those seeds inside a wet cloth, you will be observing that when sprouting will take place, the white portion of those sprouts will come out from the cloth. That is just because of in search of water. So पानी के लिए वो जो sprouts का white part है वो आपके cloth से बाहर निकलना शुरू हो जाता है. That is showing hydrotropism. Okay? Now there is one more kind of movement which is known as chemotropism. Like I told you, movement of plant due to some chemicals. And the most common example of chemotropism is growth of pollen grains on the surface of female reproductive part of the flower, which we will discuss in the next chapter. But for here now, like you have done in previous class also, if you remember, this is the structure of female reproductive part of the flower and we call it pistil. As soon as the pollens reach on the surface of this stigma, these pollen grains start making pollen tube. But how they recognize that this is the surface where they have to grow? This is just because of the some kind of chemicals present on the surface of stigma. So आपके स्टिग्मा पे कुछ ऐसे केमिकल्स होते हैं जो आपके pollen grains को ट्रिगर करते हैं कि अब आपको यहीं पर ग्रो करना है. So this is what chemotropism, that is the movement of plant due to some chemicals. So pollen grain is the plant part, so we can say that pollen grains, they are showing movement just because for the growth of the plant. Okay, so these are what different kinds of movement which are performed by the plants for their growth. That may be they are directional, that may be towards or away from the direction of stimulus. I hope you have understood the topic. If you have any query, feel free to ask. Thank you. We'll continue next time.